We have Mr. Jordan Davis on Pure Country. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you all for having me on.
Oh, thanks for doing this. I feel like I've gotten to see you so much in the past week. It's been a big,
I
big
know.
for you.
Yeah, no, it's been really fun. It's obviously the other night ended up great for us. So we're I'm still kind of coming off of the high of that. So it was pretty special.
Yeah, I know when we talked about it, just it was the day before the CMA Awards. So obviously you took home Song of the Year for Buy Dirt with Luke Bryan. What was going through your head when you were sitting at the table? Because I feel like I've been nominated for a couple awards in my life and not a big one like that, but it's got to feel like when it's televised and then they finally get to your category, I can't even imagine the out of body experience you must have been having.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Because and I think the thing too is, you don't realize that, or I guess I didn't realize that. I'd always seen award shows and you could see everybody's face as the awards getting announced. And I just thought maybe there's a camera far away that kind of zooms in on you.
Yeah.
That is not the case. There is a camera that is right in your face the entire time. You're
Literally
being
in
filmed.
your head.
Yeah. And so and it was the first award of the night. So when they kind of started moving in, I feel like I kind of started getting nervous. And then when Reba said "Buy Dirt," I was just like, "Hey, Reba McEntire gave me the Song of the Year at the CMA's." So it truly, it was just seeing little white circles for a second. I mean, just kind of, I moved to town to just make a living writing songs, and I wrote the Song of the Year with my brother and two of my best friends. That's fairy tale made up stuff, and
Yeah.
it's it's pretty it's pretty daggum special. So
So
that night when we got it, it truly, I wish I could tell you what I was thinking, but I honestly don't. I really can't remember. It was kind of just like a blackout in the best
yeah,
way.
you're gonna kind of kick yourself every once in a while, being like, man, what was going through my head then? I feel like you have to write it down anytime little bits and pieces come back to your memory.
Yeah. It was special. It was
For
just
sure.
a lot of people helped me get up there and do that. So I wish I could have had 30 minutes to really go line by line and name by name of who all helped me. But man, I hope they know how much I love them and how thankful I am for them.
Well, and it's got to be inspiring too, because like you said, you're a songwriter as well. To get home after that, I feel like it's got to make you go, okay, the direction I've been going with my music and what I've chosen to write about really means something, and you're on the right path. That's kind of just like a pat on the back to tell you, this is the way you're supposed to go with your songs.
Yeah. I mean, and definitely Buy Dirt. I mean, Buy Dirt was a song that I don't think I would have wrote, 5 years ago. I think, I mean, I'll be first to say that I may have chased some stuff early on. My first record, I may have chased what I thought I should have been writing, what I thought it should sound like, or some of the topics that I should have been covering, to where, now Buy Dirt is kind of, I mean, it's throwing that out the window. And two, it's more fun for me. Like this songs like Buy Dirt are why I moved to Nashville, so that, after the CMAs has now said hey, dude, keep doing that.
Yeah.
Whether you get another award like that again or not, it doesn't matter. Those are songs that matter. Writing from the heart is a lot better than trying to guess on what you think is going to work.
Right.
So that one, Buy Dirt truly has opened up a lane that I'm looking forward to staying in.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where the new music comes from, just having that had happened to you. But congratulations, seriously, such a huge, huge accomplishment.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we have got to talk about you coming to Canada in the middle of winter, because I remember back when the Dierks Bentley tour was supposed to happen, you were so scared to come to Canada and perform. You would have been performing in stadiums indoors, but now you are coming to perform outside at the Twisted Tea halftime show at the Grey Cup. How pumped are you? And is this the first time you've ever done a sporting event halftime show?
Yeah, first time I've ever done the halftime show. We did a kind of a pre-show for the Vikings, or no, we did a pre-show for the. Oh, I have done a halftime show before. Golly, sorry. I did the Vikings halftime show a couple years ago. So, but that was nothing like the Grey Cup. You know, it was just like a regular Vikings game. But so I could say that I have at least a little bit of experience doing it. But this is, I mean, you know, to be a part of such a special event, and I know how big the Grey Cup is in Canada. Like, I mean, it's the Super Bowl, so like, you know, to be a part of it, man, I'm truly honored. I know Tyler and Josh are too. So as long as I can stay warm and keep my hands working, I should be good.
you got to get those little like hand warmers that go in your gloves or something. And
yeah, like
just like, don't be afraid to bundle up.
Well, I think too, like I'm going to be bundled up. I checked the other day; it was like -6 degrees. How do you play football in that? Like,
Canadians are tough. Like, we're tough.
I know. Hey, I agree 100%. But yeah, it's gonna be. I've ditched the guitar. I'm like, you know what? I can't play guitar in that cold weather, so I'm just gonna run around and try to get people fired up and have fun. Absolutely.
And are you getting in like just the day before? I guess, yeah, you're going to be going in tomorrow?
Yeah. So we fly in, we're flying in, we should be in early Saturday morning. I think we're flying through the night on Friday.
And planning on after the halftime show, just like full on enjoying yourself and watching the rest of the game?
100%. I've already placed a bet.
Okay.
I'm going to be a fan outside of halftime. I'm gonna be pulling for a team. I don't want to say who.
I was gonna say, I feel like you can't say who before you play the halftime show. That's probably already.
Yeah, but I promise you, I will let it know if I win or lose.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm interested to see. And is football, like, I follow you on socials, obviously, so I know you watch a lot of football in the States. But is football like your number one sport that you are passionate about?
Yeah, I mean, football is I think, mainly like when I was playing, I was probably a better baseball player. I think baseball was like what I probably should have tried to, play longer. But like, to me, football is so much about, the tailgate, the camaraderie, the food, growing up in Louisiana, like that was, there was people that didn't even know who was playing, but they were at the tailgate because it just, football's that way. The fans are such, it's just so intertwined in it. So
yeah,
I would definitely say football is my sports passion.
It feels like football, because I didn't grow up watching football, but I got to go to the Grey Cup last year, and it feels like football is like the biggest team ever just for the actual players. And then it is even bigger because the fans are like actually a part of the team.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's the home field advantages. I don't feel like it's felt anywhere else other like it is at football, or at least, like I said, being from Louisiana, LSU Tigers, a home game at LSU, I feel bad for the away team because it gets loud. It's tough to operate when you got 100,000 people screaming at you. So yeah, it's pretty special. I would
want to do that. Luckily, you'll have all those people screaming for you at the halftime show, and I'm super pumped that you get to experience the Grey Cup this year, the Super Bowl of Canada. So yeah, absolutely. You can catch Jordan Davis with Tyler Hubbard and Josh Ross this Sunday at the Grey Cup halftime show. Thanks so much for doing this.
Absolutely. Thank you. Good to see you.